Welcome back to this game 2 of this doubleheader, as the St. Martin Saints will take on the Western Oregon Wolves once again in this 7-inning game. Wolves taking game 1 1-0. We'll look to see if they can get the doubleheader sweep on the day, while the Saints will look to notch things up at an even 1-1. For the Saints, on the mound in game number 2 will be number 27, Justice Yamashita. As Biscoff will lead off once again and take first pitch for a strike. As Yamashita's next pitch is up in the zone for ball number 1. Saints were a hit shy of Western Oregon the last game, but were outscored by 1 as the next pitch to Biscoff is fouled off out of play for strike number 2. One to the count. Yamashita's pitch. Off-speed pitch down in the zone was taken by Biscoff for ball number 2. Yamashita's got that hammer of a curveball that was dirty for him against Billings last weekend, but Biscoff doesn't take on that one, as the next pitch will be a fastball and will bring the count full 3-2. Next pitch is driven to left center field. Ozzy's tracking and will not get there as it rolls to the fence for a leadoff double for Owen Biscoff. Three-two count there for Biscoff. Looks like he got a fastball over the heart of the plate and was able to do damage with, and hitting the left center gap results in a double, and Western Oregon has a runner in scoring position early in this one. As Colin Irwin steps up to the plate. First pitch swung on, grounded to the left side. The shortstop Misaki makes the play at first base, as Hollowball comes off the bag, stretching for that one, will result in head coach Kelly Gow coming out to talk to first base umpire about that one. Definitely a bang play. Hard to see from our end a little bit, but umpires will meet and talk about it. See if they can come to a conclusion to either reverse the call or if the call will stand. As call is upheld, runners on first and second for the Wolves. As that'll bring up 3-hole hitter John Olson. First pitch off speed down in the dirt, blocked by Stewart for ball number 1. One all the count on Olsen. Runner on first and second for the Wolves. Yamashita sets. Another off speed down in the dirt, not swung at by Olsen, taken for ball number 2. Another hitter's count situation for the Wolves with the right guy up. Yamashita sets. Here's the pitch, and he'll pick off instead of pitching. Nothing going on there. That ground ball that Irwin hit, scores decision, counted it as an error, as Yamashita's next pitch is in there for a strike. The 2-1. Runner goes, ball's hit up the middle. Miyazaki's there, step on the bag for 1 and make the throw over to first for the double play. As Biskov advances to third base on the play. But the Saints will get 2 outs. And for the Wolves, that'll bring up Curran Mitzel. Yamashita's first pitch is up in the zone, called for a ball. Next pitch is popped up. It's going to make its way out of play for strike number 1 on Mitzel. One the count, 2 outs. Runner on third for the Wolves. Next pitch, check swing, fouled back, out of play. And that'll be strike number 2 on Mitzel. Yamashita looking to get out of this one. And leave a runner on base for the Wolves. 1-2 pitch, swung on, missed. The throw down to first just to be safe by Stewart is in time, and the Saints get out of that one. As we'll head to the bottom of the first inning. Due up for the Saints will be Shaler, McLaughlin, and Stewart. Welcome back to the bottom of the first inning. On the bump for the Wolves will be number 28, Owen Murdoch, as first pitch is down to Shaler for ball number 1. Next pitch swung on, hit well, but high in the air to right field. And the right fielder will track over to his right to make the catch for out number 1. It'll bring up Dylan McLaughlin, third baseman for the Saints. Murdoch's first pitch misses down for ball number 1. Two-0 count for McLaughlin. Next pitch swung on, driven to left field on a line, but the left fielder runs in a little bit to his left to make the catch there for out number 2. Well, just like the first game, the Western Oregon Wolves outfielders are playing a little shallow. For those of you that don't know, we're in Lacey, Washington here at St. Martin's Field. This field actually plays a little bit bigger than most of the fields here in the GNAC. Definitely a hitter's ballpark. As the next pitch is swung on and popped up foul out of play behind the Wolves dugout. To the count to Stewart. Next pitch hit on the ground, foul down the left field line. One-two count. Murdoch's pitch just down in the zone, called a ball there. We'll go even 2-2. Swung on, driven down the left field line, foul, and we'll stay even at 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Taken by Stewart. Looks like it's on the outside of the plate for ball number 3, and the count will move to full 3-2. Pitch swung on, driven deep down the left field line, foul, make its way out of play. Good battle here by Stewart. See if he can muster something together and get a hit. That one is flared to center field. Center fielder looks like he's under it, having a hard time with the sun a little bit, but able to make the catch record the third out. As the Saints go 3 up, 3 down. No hits, no runs, and no runners left on base. We'll head to the top of the second inning. Scores notched at 0. Do it for the Saints will be 5-6-7. Led off by shortstop Justin Herzog. Followed by Alarcon and Cortez. First pitch to Herzog is taken off of his leg, and he'll head down to first base. As the Wolves get their first runner on in one pitch via the hit by pitch. As the next pitch is swung on drill to left center gap. It'll get down for a base hit as Herzog rounds second, and Alarcon is in there with a double. As that'll bring up AJ Cortez in a run scoring situation. First pitch off speed swung on and fouled into the glove of Stewart for strike number 1. Wolves once again threatening early here as they have their first 2 runners on, second and third with no outs. Yamashita sets the 0-1. Off speed popped up high on the infield. McLaughlin's under it, calls for it, and will make the catch for out number 1. So after a hit by pitch and a double, Yamashita is able to pick up his first out of the inning on an infield pop-up. And we'll look to keep that momentum going in his way. As the next batter, Parkman, comes up and fouls one off of his shin for his first strike. Kyle Parkman has 5 ABs in the season thus far. He's played in 4 games, starting in 2 of them. And he's managed to find his way in the starting lineup here of game number 2 versus the Saints as he takes his next pitch for ball number 1. the 1-1. That one's hit high, popped on the left side, right in front of the Saints dugout. McLaughlin comes down to foul territory, calls for it, and makes a catch for out number 2.
Number 1, Zach Valdez.
As it'll bring up the 9-hole hitter for the Wolves, Zach Valdez. Saints would love to get out of this one without giving up a run here. On the flip side, the Wolves would love to push at least one run across with runners on second and third. First pitch misses up in the zone for ball number 1. Definitely a borderline pitch. Again, can go either way, but at the end of the day, the umpire is the one making that call. Next pitch would be an off-speed. Looks to miss in the same area for ball number 2. 2-0 the count on Valdez. As he looks to drive 1, maybe 2 across. Off-speed pitch again is going to miss down this time for a 3-0 count. Valdez probably not swinging here to roll the lineup over to leadoff hitter in Owen Biscoff. 3-0 pitch in there for strike number 1. As a 3-1 pitch. Hit on the left side to McLaughlin. Fields it. Makes a throw over to first base. And will record the 3rd out of the inning. As the Wolves leave 2 runners on with 1 hit, no errors, and no runs scored. We'll head to the bottom of the 2nd. Score still 0-0. Welcome back to the bottom of the 2nd. As number 7, Peter Hollabaugh, steps up to the plate and takes his first pitch for strike number 1. Next pitch is swung on, fouled back over the backstop, out of play. Ball down early, 0-2 in the count here. Next pitch fights off, foul back to the backstop. Count remains 0-2. Next pitch is fouled, once again out of play. Saints looking to pick up their first hit in this one. as the 0-2 taken on the outside corner for a ball. Murdoch's pitch is swung on, missed, fouled right into the catcher's glove for a strikeout, hollow ball. As that'll bring up left-handed hitter number 2, Damon Ingram. First pitch to Ingram is taken for strike number 1. Next pitch is down in the zone, taken for a ball. Murdoch's pitch is swung on, popped up in the air, left side foul territory as the third baseman tracks it just beyond the Saints dugout and makes the catch for out number 2. As that'll bring up Hunter Sasaki. First pitch by Murdoch to Sasaki is taken for a ball. Next one swung on, popped up deep down the left field line. Is it going to stay in play? It'll make its way to foul territory, but the left fielder is able to track it and make the catch for the final out. In the bottom of the second, Saints score no runs on no hits, no errors, and leave no runners left on base. We'll head to the top of the third. Top of the lineup due up for the Wolves here in the top of the third inning. As once again, we're still knotted at 0-0 early on in this one. Saints and Wolves seem to be pitching extremely well here in the first 2 games. It's just a matter of what offense will pick up the slack and push some runs across. As Biscoff is ahead in the count 2-0. Next pitch catches the zone for Yamashita. Count moves to 2-1. Yamashita sets. Here's the pitch. Inside for ball number 3. Biscoff hits that one foul deep down the right field line. And the count will move to 3-2. Biscoff pops that one up just beyond the infield as Areki backs up and makes the catch for out number 1.
Now batting number 5, Colin Irwin.
So that'll bring up Irwin for the Wolves. First pitch to him is high, ball 1. Next one's grounded. Little dribbler up the middle. Areki's there to make the play for out number 2.
Now batting number 21, John Olson.
A little dribbler up the middle there on the left side of second base. A little unusual, you might think, for Areki to get that one, but Saints are playing a little shifted in that situation, as they are here as John Olson steps up to bat. First pitch swings and misses for strike number 1. Next one's driven to right field. It's going to get down for a base hit. There's Olson. Singles to right field there and records the 3rd hit for the Wolves. And the Wolves get their first runner on of the inning. We'll bring up Karan Mitzel as he swings and misses with the first pitch he sees. The 0-1 pitch to Mitzel. Swung on, popped up and out of play as Yamashita gets ahead in this one, 0-2. Next one's driven to center field. It's going to get down for a base hit. And Olson will stop at second. It'll be back-to-back singles for the Wolves. And we'll bring up shortstop Justin Herzog. Herzog the lefty. You'd love to see anything pull side get to the outfield here, as most likely score Olson from second. First pitch is an off-speed pitch, misses up in the zone for ball 1. As the 1-0 pitch in there called strike number 1. The 1-1. Swung on, popped up in the air. Going over to foul territory. Diving play by Johnny Shimabukuro, but unable to make the catch. As that one just squeezes foul. As the runners will retreat back to their bases, and Herzog will go again. One to the count, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Pitch to Herzog, off speed, swung on, fouled right in front of him. Count remains 1-2. For some of you wondering, that's a foul ball because it hit Herzog while he was still in the box. As Yamashita's next pitch is up in the zone for ball number 2. Count goes even on Herzog. Yamashita's pitch up in the zone once again, as the count will move full 3-2. Yamashita looking to get out of this one. The 3-2 pitch. Runners go. Swung on a miss. Herzog as Yamashita strikes him out for the final out of the inning. As we'll head to the bottom of the third. Western Oregon scores no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. Welcome back to the bottom of the third of this one, as Johnny Shimabukuro steps up to bat. First pitch swinging. Little blooper to left field as the left fielder is over to make the catch. That'll bring up second baseman Alohi Areki, as he takes first pitch down for ball number 1. Next pitch in there for strike 1. The 1-1 pitch is high, just misses the zone for ball 2. As that one will miss as well. Hitters count here for Iraqi. Saints still looking for their first hit of the game. Swung on, fouled, back out of play. So we'll go full. 3-2. Swung on, driven deep to right field. Right fielder's backtracking, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Great swing by Iraqi there. Puts a good barrel on that one. Gives it a drive to right field, but right fielder able to track back and make the catch. And that'll bring up shortstop Rylan Miyazaki. As Miyazaki takes the first 2 pitches he sees for balls. Gets himself in a hitter's count. 2-0. Inside. Called for a ball. As count moves to 3-0. Count. Expect Miyazaki to take a pitch here. Force him to throw a strike, which Murdoch does. And we'll transition back to another hitter's count, 3-1. Murdoch's pitch. Swung on the hit on the ground at third baseman. Third baseman gets it, makes a throw over to first, and he'll make the play for out number 3. In the bottom of the third, Saints score no runs on no hits, no errors, and no runners left on. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Score notched at 0. Welcome back to the top of the 4th here at Saints Field. Leading off for the Wolves will be Alarcon. As Yamashita's breaking ball is in there for strike number 1. Ball's down in the dirt. Nice block by Stewart there. The 1-1. Swung on, fouled, out of play on the right side. 1-2 pitch, swung on, grounded ball up the middle. Areki's there, in and out of his glove, as Alarcon will reach base safely on the air. So the Wolves get their first runner on base via the air, as Cortez steps up to the plate now and takes his first pitch for a strike. The 0-1 is fouled to the top of the backstop. As Cortez goes down 0-2. Yamashita's next pitch down on the zone, ball. One-two pitch. Got him looking. Strike out for Cortez, and Yamashita records the first out of the inning via the strikeout. 'll bring up Kyle Parkman. The lefty here. Runner goes. First pitch swinging for Parkman. Driven foul down the right field line. Easy pickoff move to first base, nothing going on there. Next pitch swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 0-2 pitch swung on, fouled back to the backstop. Oh, 0-2 pitch is just as Yamashita's breaking ball will miss. Not exactly sure where that one missed, but great pitch by Yamashita there. Down in the dirt, gets bounced off Stewart's chest protector and off to the right as Alarcon will advance to second on the wild pitch. Two count, 1 out. Alarcon on second in scoring position. here for Parkman. Yamashita deals up in the zone, and the count will move full. Yamashita deals. That one swung on, popped up high to right field. Sasaki's under it. Alacorn tags. Sasaki's throw will not be in time as Alarcon advances to third on the fly out to right field. Two outs. Once again, the Wolves find themselves in scoring position here as Valdez is up to bat. See if he can push that run across and get the Wolves on the board. Pitch is down, taken for a ball. Yamashita sets. Pitch up in the zone, ball. Next pitch is down as well for ball number 3. As the count moves to 3-1. Yamashita sets. Off-speed pitch will miss down, and Valdez is on with the walk. The runners on the corners here as the lineup rolls over to the top and goes back to Owen Biscoff as he'll look to drive in a run. Stewart's out there talking to Yamashita, trying to calm him down a little bit. Get him to focus in and get out of this one without giving up a run. Yamashita and Stewart have a great relationship with each other. Both seniors this year. Stewart's been Yamashita's catcher for as long as I can remember. As Yamashita's first pitch to Biscoff is an off-speed and will miss down in the dirt, blocked by Stewart for ball number 1. As the next pitch off-speed, runner goes. A little bit of a trick play by the Wolves as the runner retreats to first. Alarcon thought about going there to score, but Areki able to pick that one, throw it back to third to keep Alarcon put. Two outs. Runner still at the corners. Yamashita's pitch. Taken by Biscoff for a strike up in the zone. Yamashita sets. Off speed misses high. Count will move to 3-1. Don't want to load the bases here for the heart of the lineup coming out for the Wolves. As Yamashita's pitch is taken for a ball. Umpire says inside. As that'll load him up for the Wolves. Brings up Colin Irwin. A .313 hitter with just 5 RBIs in the season. First pitch driven to right field. Sasaki's tracking to his right. Makes a catch as the Saints get out of that one. The Wolves score no runs on no hits, 1 error, and 3 runners left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Scores, once again, still notched at 0. Two up here in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Saints will be Shaler, McLaughlin, and Stewart. Saints are still without a hit here. As the top of the order will look to change that. First pitch to Shaler. Shaler shows bunt, pulls back, and takes it for a ball. Shaler shows bunt again, and again pulls back for ball number 2. Two-0 count to Shaler. We'll see if he decides to show bunt once again. Does not. Here's the pitch, taken for a strike. That one swung on, driven to center field. Center fielder over to his left to make the catch for out number 1. We'll bring up McLaughlin here. As Murdoch's first pitch to him is taken for a ball. Next one swung on, popped to left field. The left fielder's there to make the catch. And records out number 2.
Now batting number 6, Art Cooper.
bring up catcher Mark Stewart. First pitch swinging, grounds the ball to shortstop deep in the hole, and Stewart will reach on an infield single.
Now batting number 7, Peter Hollibaugh.
Tough play for Herzog there. As the Saints record their first hit of the game, and we'll bring up Peter Hollibaugh. First pitch is taken outside for ball number 1. Swung on, grounded, foul down the left field line. One count, 2 outs. Stewart on first. Swung on, driven to right field. It's going to be down for a base hit and advance Stewart to second base. As back-to-back singles for the Saints.
Now batting number 2, David Ingram.
As Damon Ingram comes up to bat now, and will look to drive in the first run of the game. Beautiful day here in Lacey, Washington. Sun's out, warm weather. If you're not outside and here watching the game, I hope you're outside in some way, shape, or form. As the first pitch is swung on and off the end cap of Ingram, and Herzog unable to barehand that one, as that'll be an error on him, and the Saints will load the bases for number 51, Hunter Sasaki. Big situation for Sasaki here. Full base, 2 outs. He'll look to try and push their first run across. Their first run of the day, as a matter of fact. As he's first pitch swinging. It's off the pitcher. And pitcher's not able to make the play. And the Saints will score the first run of the game. As Sasaki hits that one off the pitcher. And Stewart comes across to score for the Saints. And the Saints will take the lead 1-0 here. Full base once again for Johnny Shimabukuro, as he will now look to extend this lead with the ball in the outfield. Base hit, I should say. One old pitch is swung on, foul through his legs, back to on deck batter Alohi Areki for strike number 1. Next pitch is down in the dirt. Good block there by Cortez to not allow that to get by him and allow a run to score. 2 on the count, 2 outs full base here in the bottom of the fourth for Johnny Shimabukuro. Swung on, missed. Strike number 2. As there are 2s across the board. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 for Johnny Shimabukuro. As the Saints score 1 run on 4 hits, no errors, and leave 3 runners on base. Well, at the top of the 5th inning, Saints are ahead in this one 1-0.
Now batting 21, John Olsen.
Due up here in the top of the 5th inning for the Wolves will be Olsen, Mitzel, and Hershog. Saints able to score their first run of the day, but the Wolves come up with the heart of the lineup and will look to answer. As Olsen's first pitch swinging drives one to right field, Sasaki takes 2 steps to his left and makes a catch for out number 1.
Now batting number 13, Curran Mitchell.
As that'll bring up Curran Mitzel here for the Wolves. First pitch swinging, foul back to the backstop. Next one swung on and popped up deep to left field. Shimabukuro is tracking and will make the catch for out number 2. A little bit of an awkward catch for Shimabukuro there as he was shifting to his left as well as to his right, but able to battle the sun there and make the catch for out number 2. As it'll bring up shortstop Justin Herzog. First pitch off speed in there for strike number 1. Next pitch high off speed once again, but taken for a ball. That one's popped up high and foul out of play as 2s are across the board here. The 2-2 swung on, popped up high to center field. Shaler's under it and makes the catch for out number 3. Wolves go 3 up, 3 down No runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth. Your Saints come up to bat.
Now batting, number 22, Loki Already.
Welcome back to the bottom of the fifth inning here at Saints Field. Saints have the lead 1-0. All notched up in the hit department at 4 apiece for both teams. As Alohi Areki steps in. Swinging the first pitch. Fouls that one out of play. As next pitch in there for strike number 2. That one's grounded to the right side, right to the first baseman, and he'll field that one and take it himself for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 0, Rylan Miyazaki.
We'll bring up shortstop Rylan Miyazaki.
Go Yoshi!
His first pitch to him catches the bottom of the zone for strike number 1. As that one is also called a strike. Murdoch gets ahead early here, 0-2. That one's driven to right field. Looked like it was going to nestle down for a second, but right fielder able to come in to his right and make the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up the top of the lineup in Austin Shaler. Saints' last 3 games were all decided by 1 run, whether it was a win or a loss. So the Saints have been playing some gritty baseball here. As first pitch to Shaler's taking for ball number 1. Next pitch swung on foul back to the backstop. As Murdoch's next pitch is taken by Shaler for ball number 2. Next pitch is high, taken for ball number 3. 3-1 the count. Here to Shaler. A little down in the zone, but umpire will call that one a strike and we'll move to full count. Swung and a miss by Shaler as he goes down swinging. As the Saints score no runs on no hits and leave no runners left on. We'll head to the top of the 6th as the Wolves look to tie this one up. Welcome back to the top of the 6th inning. Leading off for the Wolves will be 6-hole hitter Alarcon. Yamashita's first pitch swung on, popped. Tailing to the right side of the outfield as Sasaki's able to get under that one and make the catch for out number 1. As that'll bring up Cortez, the catcher. He's as well first pitch swinging and fouls that one back to the backstop. Wolves hitters must be picking up on something that Yamashita's doing, as they've been fairly aggressive early on in counts, swinging a lot of first pitches. As Yamashita's next pitch is an off-speed, swung on, fouled, out of play. Yamashita had early here, 0-2. Yamashita deals off-speed, check swing by Cortez, appeal the first base umpire, and he did in fact go around for strike number 3 as Yamashita records the second out of the inning. As Western Oregon third base coach will have a chat with Parkman. Seems to be something to mess up Yamashita's rhythm, as Yamashita went 1-2 out fairly quickly there. Knowing Justice Yamashita, he's not at all fazed by that, as the Saints are shifted heavily over on the right side for Parkman, as he swings and misses at the first pitch he sees for strike number 1. Once again, another Wolf being fairly aggressive early on in the count, swinging at the first pitch. And he'll take the second one right down the middle for strike number 2. Yamashita not afraid to go at these hitters early in counts, as he understands what he is and is not afraid to challenge. The 0-2 up and away, ball number 1. Parkman goes down swinging as Yamashita strikes him out at the end of the inning. The Wolves score no runs, no hits on no errors, and leave no runners left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Saints still ahead in this one, 1-0.
Batting number 13, Dylan McLaughlin.
Welcome back to Saints Field in the bottom of the 6th inning, as there's a new pitcher for the Wolves. It'll be number 15, Shane Bailey. Bailey enters this contest with a 4.35 ERA in 10 innings pitched, striking out 4. First pitch to McLaughlin's in there for a strike. As that off speed is in there as well for strike number 2. Really close one there. Just misses the outside corner, looks like, for ball number 1 on McLaughlin. Swung on a line, takes a hop to the shortstop Herzog, and he'll make the throw to first base for the first out.
Now batting number 6,
And he'll bring up
Mark Stewart.
catcher Mark Stewart. As Bailey's first pitch is in, nearly hits Stewart, but Stewart gets out of the way of that one, and it'll be ball number 1. In a tight ball game like this, you'd love to see Stewart just stand in there and take that one and take the free base. If you're the Saints, you'll take all the free bases you can get. But instead, it'll be a ball. And the count will go to 1-0. Next pitch is going to miss high for ball number 2. The 2-0 pitch from Bailey. Swung on, popped up high, just beyond the infield. Herzog's tracking, backpedaling, and he'll make the catch for out number 2.
Now batting number 7, Peter Holloway.
And that will bring up Peter Holloway. First pitch to Holloway is taken for a ball. Holloway, 6 foot, 200-pound freshman out of Normandy Park, Washington. As he looks at that one down and away for ball number 2. That one swung on, fouled off his back of his calf, it looks like. As the 2-1 pitch is high, but swung on and put in play right to the shortstop, Herzog, and he'll make the throw to first and record the 3rd out of the inning. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Excuse me. Bottom of the 6th. Oh. Top of the 7th inning. My apologies. Saints lead this one 1-0. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base for the Wolves. Excuse me for that error on my part. We are in the top of the 7th now, and the Wolves are due up.
Now batting number 32, Tyler Moulton.
Pinch hitting for Valdez here in the top of the 7th will be Tyler Moeller, as he's first pitch swinging and fouls that one out of play down the left field line. Wolves need to get a runner on here and push a runner across to extend this game. If not, the Saints will take one from the Wolves today. The 0-1 pitch. Up and away for ball 1. One pitch will miss down in the zone for ball number 2. Yamashita's been throwing a great game thus far. Want to make sure that he continues that throughout this final inning, as his next pitch is taken for ball number 3. The 3-1. Taken, ball 4. That'll be a walk for Moeller, as the Wolves put their first runner on with no outs. And Moeller will hand it off to the top of the lineup in Owen Biscoff. As Biscoff shows bunt. Off-speed pitch, backdoor to first. As Hollaball looks like he's coming off the bag for the bunt there and was not able to put the tag on Moeller. Great backdoor pick there by Stewart. Just unfortunate that Hollaball is playing the bunt and is not able to get to the bag, as Biscoff shows bunt again. Off speed, gets it down on the first base line. Yamashita's there, fields it, tosses it to first, and successful sacrifice bunt will move Moeller over to second base into scoring position for number 5, Colin Irwin. One out here in the top of the 7th. Tying run on second base. Yamashita sets. And he'll bean Irwin, as Irwin will head down to first on the hit by pitch. Not all that bad for the Saints, as you now have the double play in line to put this game at end. As Stewart will come out to talk things out with Yamashita. To potentially calm him down to finish this game and also give some time for someone to potentially get warm in the pen. Doesn't look like there's anyone down in the pen right now. Head coach Kelly Gao putting a lot of trust in his veteran pitcher Yamashita, as the Wolves' best hitter comes up to bat with runners in scoring position. First pitch to Olsen. Olsen takes for strike number 1. As Western Oregon head coach Kellen Walker will pinch run the runner on first with number 17. That'll be Shane Takla. So maybe a little bit of wheels on first base. Anything in the gap, you'd want that run to score first to home. Off speed, looks like it was in there from my angle, but home plate umpire says no. So the count will go 1-1, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Yamashita sets, and he'll do an easy pick over to second base. Nothing going on for the Wolves. Olsen looking to come up clutch here and bring the tying run across, potentially to go-ahead run as well, as Yamashita's off-speed pitch is taken by Olsen for ball number 2. Yamashita sets the 2-1. Taken by Olsen once again. Another off-speed in there for a strike. Count goes at 2-2. If you're Yamashita, you'd love a strikeout here as he steps off to reset. Now sets. Fastball gets him swinging. Olsen goes down swinging, and there's 2 outs in the inning for the Wolves. That brings up 4-hole hitter Curran Mitzel. Two outs here for the Wolves. Tying run on first. Tying run on second. Go ahead run on first. Yamashita deals. First pitch high. Ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Misses high again, 2-0. Needs to battle back here if you're Yamashita, as you don't want to give him something to hit. Two-0 pitch. Down in the dirt. Stewart blocks that one. Runners will stay put. Count moves to 3-0. Saints squeezing here. 3-0 count to Mitzel. Runners on first and second. Yamashita deals. Pitch is in there. Called strike 1. If I was a betting man, seeing how aggressive these Wolves hitters have been, I'd say Mitzel is swinging here. As he does and pops that one up to left field. Shimabukuro is there. He's under it. He'll make the catch. And the Saints take game number 2 of this doubleheader, 1-0. So the Wolves and the Saints split the day, both taking a game apiece, each scoring 1 run. A gritty day for both teams, as both pitching staffs work to let up 0 runs or 1 run. We'll be back tomorrow. Game number 3 and 4 taking place at 12 and 3. Thank you all for watching. Tune in to Saints Digital Network. We'll see you tomorrow.
I know. I was super serious.